Okay, me and Pat have just started our trek down the Missouri. We're going to be going down all the way to St. Louis by tonight. Stop by the Yellowstone and anyway, here we are. Just left, just pushed off. Okay, here's me and Pat just gently cruising down the old Missouri River here. Patrick, what have you got to say for yourself, my friend?
Oh, I was just thinking, if you think back in Lewis and Clark days, way back 150 or 200 years ago when they came up here, that they'd see millions of buffalo on both sides of the river. And that's something else when you think about it, that there's millions of buffalo in Montana.
Well, they
probably saw a number of Indians too on one side of the bank of the river or up on the hillside looking down on them, wondering, what are those crazy white men doing?
Did you see some feathers over there in that bush?
Oh, there might have been, Denny. Speaking of Indian.
Keep an eye out there.
Yeah.
Just don't get too close there. Watch out for arrows.
Yeah, really. Don't want to get too close to the bank.
Uncle John just was stopped by the road here and took a picture of us out in the water to prove that we're actually here where we said we are.
Here, I'll turn this around. Maybe you can see his truck taking off up here up on the hillside. There he goes.
There he goes.
There goes John.
Yep. Well, the Yellowstone came in here just a while back, about a quarter of a mile back, so we're close to North Dakota now.
We're really good, aren't we?
Yeah, I want some of those St. Louis ribs tonight, Pat.
Yeah, we're trying to make it. That tastes good tonight.
That would taste good.
Good old St. Louis ribs in St. Louis.
I guess I better put my... Actually, right now we're just drifting. We're not paddling at all, so you can just see how the current's taking us right down the river here.
And just as we're drifting, I would say we're going maybe 2 or 3 miles per hour.
Mm-hmm.
Going down the river, just drifting.
Yeah.
About like a person going for a good walk at the same speed.
There, I'm going to get you one way or another here, Pat.
Yeah.
So.
Whoop. Then lift it up a little bit. There you go, right there. Now down a little. Right there, you got it.
I got you right in my crosshairs, huh?
I think so.
Well, this is your chance for fame and fortune, Pat.
Gotta go for it when you can.
Well, that proves Pat was here. Oh, golly. What do you know about this mountain over here, Pat? Do you think Lewis and Clark saw that?
Yeah, I bet you when Lewis and Clark came up and went back down the river, they looked at that same mountain, Denny.
And they said, same thing, right?
Yeah,
That we're saying.
said the same thing. Look at that, it's just one solid rock. Yeah,
So,
it's pretty neat.
I don't think they were talking about the Giants and Casa Grande like you and I just were.
I don't think so either. But it's kind of cool to think that Lewis and Clark came up and went down the same river that we're doing, Denny.
I know it.
They're seeing the same countryside we are. Except for there was no railroad tracks or highways on it when they came up.
Yeah.
This was a major highway during those days, was coming up the river.
Here we are, we're coming up on Uncle John, who's up there taking, gonna take a picture of us.
He's taking a picture of us and we're taking a picture of him.
Yeah. John built this canoe that we're in, and there's not one nail in it. And everybody that we've seen on the river so far today says, what a beautiful canoe.
Yeah, he's getting lots of compliments on this canoe.
Yeah. And it's a fine looking thing. This canoe though, we gotta be careful turning around because I could tip us over pretty easy, so
Yeah.
Pat and I don't want to actually get wet right now.
It's likely. Got a ways to go. Because the river is pretty narrow where the bridge comes across, and that's right at Craig. They'll be able to miss it. It's a big concrete structure.
Uh-huh.
Those low sloping concrete bridges.
Wouldn't John be surprised if we just went right on by?
He'd say, where the hell are those guys going? What do they think?
Yeah. We got a little osprey nest here, huh?
Yeah, osprey.
Pat and I tried to paddle back up this river and we just kept losing ground.
We decided to quit, didn't we?
Yeah.
Too much work.
There's a goose over here with the pelicans.
Yeah, a couple of geese there. See with the dark heads and the grayish bodies?
Yeah.
A couple of geese.
Here we are, boys. We kind of hate to see that bridge up there because that means that's the end of our trip.
Yep, that's the end of our trip. That's Craig Bridge up there.
Well, Pat, this has been a real fun trip.
Yeah, it was, Denny.
Thank you for taking me out with you.